You know how many of you here have opinions about AI, yet you've never spent 50 hours really using it? If you can fall in love with the concept of maybe, when faced with somebody telling you something you've never heard about before, you will have a much greater chance to get out of the world what you want. What are the things that are needed to be successful in life? There's a lot of things that come to mind. A lot of what I think about is self-esteem and genuinely being in a good place with yourself, because you won't put yourself out there at the level you need to if you're insecure. And so I think a lot about self-esteem and self-love and a lot of other stuff. But the word that I want to talk about is the word curiosity. I think everybody here can probably sense that this Web 3.0, last year we defined Web 3.0 as crypto and NFTs. But I challenge that concept and I say, let's take a step back and realize Web 3.0 probably encompasses a lot more things. For me personally, it encompasses AR. For me personally, it even encompasses something that's been around for a long time, like QR codes, because I think it's a new functionality in pipes that matters for everyone here. It definitely involves VR, and we know that. And it clearly involves AI, which is going to be such a big deal. We, me included, we're very stuck in what we're doing right now. Meanwhile, this is probably the biggest era of change coming up since the invention of the iPhone accelerated social media in a profound way. I have a feeling that a lot of people here, you're not sure exactly every aspect, none of us are, but I have a feeling everybody can feel here that the next 20 years, shit's gonna look a little bit different. That between AI and AR and VR and decentralized servers, like it just feels like it's not the status quo that the last 15 years are. In that will be some of the biggest opportunities that you will ever see in your entire life. In 1997 and 1998, every internet company that went public was worth $1 billion with zero revenue. All of those stocks collapsed, but it didn't mean that the internet was not going to be one of the biggest inventions of our time. That's just blockchain. That's not even mentioning what's going on in AI. And in the last year, everybody here has been affected and blown away by Jasper or Midjourney or ChatGPT. All of us have tasted real AI, not fake AI like we were for the last 7 years. And it really caught everyone's attention. These things are going to converge together at scale. And so I ask all of you, please do not leave this conference without asking yourself, how curious are you? You know how many of you here have opinions about AI, yet you've never spent 50 hours really using it? You know how many people here have opinions about everything that's going on in new technology, yet it's because your friend told you or you read 2 articles? You didn't have the curiosity to go all in. You lead with no, sometimes you lead with yes, but very few lead with maybe. If you lead with anything from this talk, given how young this audience is, if you can fall in love with the concept of maybe, when faced with somebody telling you something you've never heard about before, or something new in your journey, which will be consistent for the rest of our lives with technology, if you meet that new genre, that new platform, that new technology with the concept of maybe, you will have a much greater chance to get out of the world what you want. And so I argue at scale that one of the biggest things to lean into within your own body going into the next decade is finding out for yourself, with yourself, where do you sit with curiosity? Are you a curious person or are you not? And how do you develop more curiosity? For me, the way I built more curiosity was I started surrounding myself with people that were more curious. And so I challenge you to really think about this because it will really matter.